Okay, back. Let's see a picture. Okay, sorry. What's up, you guys? My name is Steven London, and this is another episode of MANover. Yes, honey, welcome, season 4. Honey, look, there's a budget, there's a ring light, there's a plant, there's a wall. This is upgraded, honey. Do you see the graphics? Do you see the graphics? Get into it. Yes, honey, look, we are doing it up this season. I'm just so happy to be with you guys here on YouTube. But don't you worry, all my Facebook Live fans, you're gonna get this video as well. Shout out to everybody on the IG who's tuning in right now. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. I'm beyond excited for this damn episode, so we're just gonna get right into it, okay? So today's look is gonna be a really transition to fall look, okay? So I want to tap into some of those summer products that you've been using all freaking hot girl summer, or well, hot girl quarantine, right? Because the girl's been quarantining, yes. Also, wear your goddamn mask. Wear your mask.
Wear a mask. Wear a mask. Wear your mask.
So we're gonna get right into it. The first product that we're gonna go into is gonna be this Fenty Beauty foundation, okay, that I'm mixing with a Maybelline foundation for my concealer. Again, this is a perfect way to take some of those summer products and as we transition to fall. If you haven't made it to Sephora, like I haven't, okay, because I'm very particular about my store runs. Like I want to make sure that I go during a time that's not gonna be too many people because again, Corona. And so I'm just mixing two foundations, a little bit one lighter, a little bit one darker, just to get the perfect concealer shade. And while I put that on, I need to tell you guys all about this Megan Thee Stallion performance on Saturday Night Live, which was perfection. Shout out to Megan, shout out to Kris Rock, who was the host of Saturday Night Live. Both did an amazing job, but what stood out to me the most was during a performance of Savage, Megan Thee Stallion killed it with a tribute to Breonna Taylor. We all know the quote by Malcolm X, the most neglected person in America is the black woman. And girl, that is a total fact. Like if y'all been following me on social media, y'all already know how I feel about this damn case. It's F Daniel Cameron to the death of me, okay? Not all skin folk is kinfolk. And so you already know how I feel about Mr. Daniel Cameron. And honestly, you coon, because that's what you are, your mother should be ashamed of you. The fact that you have sat here and decided to pick a side, which is white supremacy. But you go ahead and stand back and stand by just like Donald Trump wants you to. So shout out to my good sis Megan, okay, who killed it again on the performance. She did a tribute. She also included Tamika Mallory's speech on there, where she also spoke about Daniel Cameron, which I love Tamika. And then she also shouted out black men. And a lot of people gave her, you know, criticism and tried to come for her because she also shouted out the men. Shout out to the Shade Room. Honey, look, if you scroll, you can see all the comments in there. The people be hating on the Megan Thee Stallion. And I don't understand why. But you know what? It's insecurity. They don't believe black women. They don't support black women. Y'all all want to be black women, okay? But y'all don't want to support them. And so I am Steven Thee Stallion, supporting Megan Thee Stallion, and that is my message, okay? Another Savage moment that happened over the weekend was the release of Rihanna's Savage Fenty Volume 2 fashion show. So this is the second fashion show that she's done now for the Savage Fenty brand. And guess what? Shout out to all the plus size men that were included in this year. Look, if you haven't seen the photos, honey, guess what? Look, his name is Steven. Oh yes. No, not Steven London. I'm not there yet. We haven't made it. Me and Rihanna are not that cool yet. You know, shout out to Rihanna. You know, her and I have FaceTime. I got to work on her campaign. All of those things. But I'm not a Savage Fenty ambassador yet. Wait on it. Rihanna, call me. And so I didn't make it, but a lot of other people did. We had Normani in the fold, which did her damn thing. You know, she had the little white bridal moment and then she went into her choreography. I wonder though, how much is Normani getting paid to show up to places just to dance.
Purchase your tracks today.
And that's, you know, and that's the shade. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna say that I wasn't trying to be shady. But it's like, girl, like, maybe if you came up with some goddamn music, maybe you could have performed and not just sat there and did another, I'ma break you off, let me be your motivation again. Like, girl, how much motivation do you need to drop a new song? What the hell? Like, I don't know. But you know, Normani girl, I'm sending you my thoughts and prayers, because clearly you're suffering from a loss, which might be that voice. I don't know. Something's going on. So I'm gonna need you to find that motivation to get into the studio. But she killed it nonetheless. She looked amazing. If you did not get a chance to catch that show, make sure you stream it now on Amazon Prime Video. Okay, you guys, so as I'm blending out this concealer, I wanna move on. Oh, also, I'm doing foundation. So the foundation I'm using is the Maybelline Superstay Foundation, okay? And this is in the shade 334, which is Warm Sun, which is exactly, again, music of the sun, Rihanna. Like, this is what we're going for today. A nice little glow, a nice little beat. I'm going really simple on the skin, though, because I want I really want the eyes to be the star of this. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I really need them to pop. Okay, so I am setting with Fenty Beauty's setting powder. I'm using the shade Honey. I'm using the shade Honey because I really, again, I want a very like neutral finish on the skin. So you can see like it comes on a little bit lighter, but when it sets exactly at the tone that I need it to. You're also gonna see that I'm only really setting like around the face and not really under the eye, because again, I want to keep that as like natural looking as possible. You probably hear the white noise in the background, and that's because the AC is going, because guess what? It's still not that cold yet where I could just open the window and just, you know, let some natural air in. It's still a little warm in New York. In Harlem, New York, to be exact. I don't know if you noticed by the decor, honey, that she has moved and upgraded, okay? Yes, there's a budget. Shout out to the budget, there's a budget. Hashtag there's a budget. And so we went ahead and set with Fenty. Now I'm gonna move on to the eyes. Shout out to Maybelline. This is the City Mini Palette, okay? And the shade 530 High Rise Sunset. So what I love about these mini palettes is that they come in a whole bunch of different like small collections, and there are about 6 shades. Well, yeah, 6 shades to be exact. And you could probably do like 100 looks out of this damn little palette. So I want to give a shout out to Maybelline. Thank you so much for sending me this. And I'm gonna be, as you can see, I've already dug into this. I actually had the opportunity to chat with Ty Alexander, the fabulous Ty Alexander, where I actually used this palette already. And we're gonna be doing something really similar to that, but I'm gonna take it up a notch, okay? Again, we're bringing in some of those summer favorite looks and things, right? And we're gonna transition it right into fall. Okay, our base color is going to be this beautiful brown, okay, right here. You dust that off and go right into the lid, right into the crease. Y'all probably like, what is she doing with the eyeshadow? What you mean she going in with eyeshadow? Yes, honey, like I said, it's another season. We're doing other things. It's like, I'm trying to take it up a notch just for you guys. So I'm going in with a very fluffy brush. As you can see, it's a really pretty, almost like a rosy brown. If you see that you're going a little bit higher than you should, that's totally okay. You're gonna just pop in some highlight just to give that nice little definition. I'm doing this intentionally because I kind of almost want to give like a smoke out moment. And so as you can see, I'm bringing it up, I'm bringing it outwards. And you want to just make sure that you take your time blending. Once you have enough product on there, all you got to do is just blend it out. So again, we're going in from the crease. I'm coming down a little bit with the color and outwards, okay? And then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So speaking of doing things on the same on the other side, honey, Tyga, are you coming to our side or what? Yeah, that's right. If you guys missed it, Tyga has officially launched his OnlyFans. Now, here's the thing. Over the summer, we have seen a plethora of celebrities, including Bella Thorne, which you guys dragged, and I loved every single second of it, for joining OnlyFans, because it's like, girl, support the sex workers, but damn, you got a job already. You make millions and millions of dollars. coming out with these songs that the white girls be dancing to in the club, Tyga. So why the hell did you need to make an OnlyFans? But he's on there, and look, the internet went crazy, okay, when they saw what he was packing. Well, first of all, the internet went crazy when he put the picture up announcing the damn link. The photo is so crazy that we here on MANover had to blur out the oral transaction situation of it all. Yes, so it was a big photo doing a lot of big things, but what was even bigger was what Tyga was packing. And you know what? It was big. If you didn't see it, I can't post it on here because this is YouTube. Maybe I need to do a MANover OnlyFans, right? Where we do like an unrated and uncut version of the show, and I can curse more and show you little things like that. But the thing is, it wasn't little. It was nice and fitting, and it did the job. But the gag of it all is that I think where people have lost the sauce in this story is that they're forgetting these photos are old, and I've seen these photos before. You haven't seen these photos before? Okay, well, let me go ahead and refresh your memory. Once upon a time, there was a rapper named Tyga. And Tyga allegedly, also I love to say his name like Kylie used to, like Tyga. I love that, but I'm not gonna do it. So Tyga, Mr. T Raw, which I hope he ain't out here slinging it raw with all of that meat, girl, was allegedly caught dating or having sexual situations with a transgender woman, and this was released. The woman actually leaked the photos, okay, of his peen, and the internet went crazy because it was like, oh my God, is Tyga dating trans girls as well? Like, oh my God, which is a whole debacle. You already know how that is. First of all, trans women are women, period. So I just want to make that clear. Shout out to my trans sisters, but my trans brothers and sisters. But I think that it was a big thing because it's always a big thing when we hear scandals like this with rappers. It was also very scandalous because at the time, Tyga was also dating Kylie Jenner. And so, yeah, the pictures came out. We all were like, well, that looks like Tyga. His face ain't in it, but the tattoos are. Well, so the gag is now, here we are years later, those same photos that are now on his OnlyFans are the same damn photos that were leaked from the text messages with the trans girl. So then it's like, okay, well then now you're confirming that this is you because you put him on the OnlyFans, which means that she actually had your actual photos, which means this was you, sis. This was you, Tyga. What happened? Is this you confirming the story? Is this you telling us what you wanted to tell us a long time ago? Like, what's going on? Also, I forgot to put foundation on my neck. I hate when the girls don't blend down. Hashtag blend down. You gotta make sure that you are working that color all around. Like I said, it's the summertime, so that skin is starting to change, right? That skin is starting to give us very much like 3 different colors. It's starting to give Michael Jackson during that situation of the situation. So, we did our lids, okay? We popped in that brownish red color. And now what I want you guys to do is go back into that same palette and with a packing brush this time, okay? So I'm going in with something way tighter. Before I was using something fluffier to be able to blend out, smoke out, do all that stuff. Don't worry about your edges and things like that. We're gonna be able to go in and clean that up with some concealer. But for this next step, I want you to go into that same ruby red moment that we have here with a packing brush, and then I really want you to work in the center of the lid. Really make sure that that red really pops up. So again, we smoked it out with the brown for the crease, right? So it should look something really gradual. At the end, you should it should look like you're going from that really intense red to a smoky moment. So as you go ahead and place this red on your center of your lid, you also want to remember that you have to keep your hands to yourself, okay? And if you don't know where I'm going about this, we just talked about Kylie and Tyga's situation. In that Jenner world, there was a recent allegation that came across the MANover Hot Topics team that we were like, hold on, we have to talk about this story because while it did come out really, really early in the week, I wanted to bring it back because I really wanted to talk about this on the show. Kris Jenner is allegedly being sued by a former bodyguard for sexual harassment. Some of the things that were mentioned in this situation was Kris Jenner allegedly was grinding and moving her pelvis without his consent. Other things like sexual advances were made that were turned down by the alleged victim, who has still not been disclosed, by the way. We do know that the bodyguard started working with the Kardashian family in May 2017. We also know that he is African American, but we don't know this person's name. We don't know what he looks like. He is also alleging that there was some gender and racial discrimination made against him while working for, the Kardashian matriarch of it all. And Kris Jenner is denying all of these allegations, okay? Kourtney, I guess, also was asked about this, and she also denied these allegations. So I'm gonna keep following this story and give you guys updates on this, because I think that the Kardashians as a whole have managed to be able to kind of, every time that things are going on with them legally, I don't know if you guys know, but Angela, aka Black China, and Rob have had a very nasty situation in court going on for years now when it comes to the custody of their daughter, Dream. And so I think the Kardashians have done a really good job at keeping some of their business behind closed doors. As we also know, the Kardashians will be coming to an end in 2021. But these are the things that I also want to see, sis. I just don't want to see you eating salads all day or acting like you don't know that Kanye is not something's like not right here. I also just don't want to see that. I also want to see you guys dealing with these allegations and the things like going to court and saying, hey, like, this person is saying this and this didn't happen. And whether it's a lie or not, whether he's lying or whether Kris is lying, whatever it is, justice needs to be served, and justice also needs to be followed, because that's what you sign up for when you decide to be a celebrity and come on reality TV. And so, like I said, I'm gonna keep following this story. I think that it's one that's definitely interesting, to say the least. Comment below and let me know what you guys think. Do you guys, can you guys imagine this, seeing this? Kris does have a boyfriend. His name is Corey Gamble, the one with the hips. I want to give a shout out to Glossier. I don't even want to show you guys the disgusting little product because, look, I'm ashamed. I'm sorry. If you're going to work that all over the lid, I'm going to work it on the other lid as well. This is when, ladies, I need you to go in and go to your local 99-cent store and go get your favorite clear lip gloss, okay? What I love about clear lip gloss is that, like, first of all, it's classic. We all love a lip gloss, a clear lip gloss, because it works with so many things. My favorite thing to do ever with clear gloss is throwing on some brown lip liner and then using some clear gloss on top of it to just blend it out, and it just gives you a nice little 90s brown glossy moment. But what I also love is that you could also use this on top of eyeshadow to really take a look to another level. And so that's exactly what we're gonna be doing today. So look, no product necessary. You're literally just gonna go in with some clear gloss just on your finger, okay? And you're gonna place it right on top of that Glossier product that you used, okay? So really simple. You're gonna go in and you're just going to place that and dab it on top of the center of the lid. You see that? Yes, honey. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little something closer for y'all. So, you guys, this is what I love about this. Get into it, look. You see how that gloss just takes it to another level? It's still, like, the color and that shade that we have, that gradient, is still giving us a fall moment, but this gloss really just takes it to another level. Okay, I'm gonna finish the other eye off camera, but before we do that, I wanna show you what I'm doing at the bottom, because everything you do to the top, you gotta do to the bottom, ladies, okay? Hashtag Verse Makeup. Get into it. Shout out to the Versatiles and InStyle. Shout out to the Verse Girls. Shout out to the tops and the bottoms. So I'm going in back in with that fluffy brush, and I'm tapping into just the brown, okay? And you're gonna just smoke under just so that way we don't have all the color just at the top, because it could get too heavy. You see how I'm just like lightly just running that right under the eye? All right, so look, I did the other eye off camera, okay? So now we are here to do some cleanup. I went in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer in the shade 330, okay? This is my concealer that's really close to my undertone. I went in a little bit lighter, but that's because you really want to brighten up this area. And while I was here, I also went ahead and threw on some highlight on my nose, a little bit on my forehead. As you can see, I'm contouring my nose a little bit differently, but also understand that every contour and highlight situation for your nose is different, right? I have like a lot of dark marks on my nose right now from going like this all the time because of my allergies. So I'm putting just a little bit of concealer over those dark spots. So just go ahead and, you know, you're gonna use this for cleanup and also to highlight. I'm using my beauty blender to blend this out. And you wanna make sure that you take your time in blending this out and be really careful. Okay, so like I'm using the corners, like the triangle corner, but I'm also using like the sharp edge of the beauty blender when I get really close to that line up there. As you're gonna see, blending that out is really just gonna clean this up and take it to another level. All right, y'all, so as you can see, we went ahead and did the damn thing with that cleanup, okay? Again, I used the Pro Filter Concealer for that. And now I'm gonna go ahead and use that same honey setting powder that we used to set the face. I'm gonna just lightly set the under eye using this. I'm slowly just packing on that product using a brush. The reason why I'm not like doing a full bake is because, you know, we're still transitioning from summer to fall. So I don't want to do like too much of a heavy face. I really want to keep everything nice and clean. But you definitely still want to be able to set under there just so that way you don't get any creases. Shout out to, again, Rihanna, more Fenty Beauty. These are her matchsticks in the shade Truffle and Mocha. And I'm using an angled contouring brush on top of these two bronzers slash contour sticks, which is what I really love. Like I don't want to go in with an actual contouring palette. I don't want to go in with something that's powder based. The combination of the brush plus the sticks just kind of give a very skin-like finish, and it just makes it look really natural. So what I first do is, once I've run the product over the two products just like this, okay, I like to start actually like a little bit higher than usual to then bring in that contour. And this just is gonna just make the contour look really, really natural. When you start up here, so almost going above the ear, okay? And then you wanna kind of like just slowly start bringing that product upwards. You don't ever wanna bring the contour too low, because then you're gonna look like you was cut in the goddamn face and you look a little crazy. So I'm just gonna slowly contour upwards. So I'm gonna go ahead and contour on both sides of my face and also along my forehead. These faux locks are gonna look a little crazy right now because I have to go this way, but anything for beauty, honey. Again, I'm just kind of going in with both products kind of evenly. First, the corners, you always want to do the corners first. Kind of really bring that into the forehead. Okay, so we're getting to the final steps of this beautiful summer to fall look. I'm gonna go back in with my City Mini palette by Maybelline, okay? And they have a beautiful highlight color that I want to work that right under the brow bone, okay? So just to kind of give more definition to the eyeshadow and separate the brow from the eyeshadow look, I'm just gonna go in and I'm just literally placing this. If it gets a little bit on the brow, it's fine because we're about to fill in the brow next. But just to kind of create that separation there. Okay, so we've put that highlight under the brows, right in that brow bone, to create that separation from the eyeshadow to the brow. I'm gonna just quickly, I've been seeing my brow lady, shout out to Scarlett, make sure you check her out. I'm dropping her @ right here. My brow lady is the bomb, where I literally, all I need to do is see her once a month for upkeep, and then I just go in with my little old toothbrush slash makeup brush slash mind your business. I just feel like it's no other brush in the world that's really gonna grip these brows the way that an old toothbrush does. Okay, so now that we've wrapped on the brows, the eyeshadow, We've done the highlight, the concealer, the face and everything. My last step is gonna be just some clear gloss on the lips. Really just easy, especially with the mask stuff. You don't wanna commit to like any lip color that's just probably gonna transfer on the mask. It's gonna be too much. So I'm just gonna do a nice little simple gloss right on top of these lips, the same way that I did the gloss right on the lid. And I'm just gonna dab it right on the lips. Kind of smooth it out actually. And again, you could do some lip liner if you want with this. Like I said, I love a brown lip liner with a clear gloss, and then you just kind of smudge it out using the gloss. But,
Purchase your tracks today.
you know, I don't want to commit to all of that today. I want to be friends with benefits with the gloss, not a full-on marriage, you know? Speaking of marriage and love, I want to give a huge congratulations to Lil Nas X, who the girls are talking on Twitter and saying that he might have a man. Now, it is rumored that it is possibly an adult filming star, from what I hear. But I don't know, child. I'm just here to spill the tea. And I hope that you guys tune in every week to watch me spill the tea and also do this beat, honey, because this is another episode of MANover. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Steven London. You can follow me at Steven's Very Own. Please, please, please don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell for all of the alerts and brand new episodes. We will be coming to you every single Sunday with brand new episodes, I promise, right here on YouTube.com. So make sure to subscribe. I love you guys so much for watching. I hope that you love this face. I hope that you love this beat. And I hope that you loved watching this video. See you guys next time.